Hello and welcome to Dream Team Coach TV, brought to you by Betway. I'm Sean Burke, joining me is Andy Taylor, Jack Townsend, Nick Elliott, and our first special guest of the series, former Tottenham Hotspur and Wigan player and a PFA Team of the Year member, Pascal Chimbonda. Pascal, welcome to the show. Very excited to have you here. But first, coming up this week.
You missed off one that we were speaking about a lot as well. Who was that?
Tarab.
How come I miss my friend?
Right foot. The crowd are saying he's got no left foot. Wow. Did you say anything? Were you scared to say it?
What do you want me to say?
Would you say it?
What do you want me to say?
The last weekend of Premier League football was another barnstormer, with Chelsea clawing back a 3-goal deficit, Klopp and Keane having a go at each other, and the ref giving 3 penalties away in one match. The surprising part is they weren't for Man United. Poor guys just got one this week. Earlier this week, however, Spurs knocked Chelsea out of the League Cup. Pascal, as a former Spurs man, were you pleased to see that result?
Yeah, I was pleased.
I mean, it's a good result for Spurs, especially considering they had 10 men on the pitch at one point, because I don't know if you watched the match, but Eric Dier had a big match. Keep an eye on him. Get him back here.
Dodgy tabby.
Yeah, I did see Mourinho go chase him to see what's going on. Oh wow, it's never happened before.
Yeah.
No?
I mean, I've seen it happen before. I think it has happened before.
Well, Lineker did it on the pitch.
That's right.
He didn't leave. I want to know what Mourinho's part in it all was.
Yeah.
What was
handing him the toilet paper.
Let's go.
Well, but do you reckon he had time to flush a toilet and wipe and, you know? Because at the end of the day, you're in the middle of a game. Like, are you thinking about that? He's just thinking about getting out on the pitch.
He's not getting
a magazine.
Mourinho
banging down the door as
It's
well.
a quick one. A quick one. Sometimes you don't have to wipe. You know?
That's what you call a ghost poo. That's a ghost poo.
That's why he put the trophy, you know, and man of the match on the.
That was good.
Team performance.
Wow.
Well, from last weekend as well, there was a lot of talk about refereeing decisions as usual. But what I want to know as well, this handball rule in particular seems to have gotten even crazier. I mean, you would have dealt with that a lot as a defender. I mean, how do you even stop doing that? It seems to be accidental most of the time.
Yeah, it's accidental, you know, like I say, now just the player just have to kick the ball on your hand and and shout at the referee, yes, pen, you know, like you have the defender, you need your hand, you know, to use your balance.
Yeah.
So if you don't have your hand, how you have to? So now they have things they have to do to short with pocket, you know, and that you can put your you can't put your hand in the pocket and defend.
When you were defending, did you ever do that?
No, I never did that. But at my time, you know, like it wasn't like easy, you know, the referee wasn't giving easy penalty, you know. So you need your hand to jump, you know.
Yeah.
That's you need it. You can't jump just straight, or you know, or you can't you need.
I don't know if you saw, what was the penalty where it got overturned? Aaron Connolly for Brighton. And he kind of cut across the player. And he did dive, and the referee overturned it. But like, I think 90% of players, not dive, but they go down just as soon as someone touches them. But now it seems like the referee's kind of going, oh, well, he's gone down easy. But if that's the case, then half penalties shouldn't be given, because of course players are going to go down easy because they know they don't get the penalty if they don't go down.
Yeah, I know. But if you touch you inside the box, easy. If I'm a player, I will go down, you know. Yeah, I will, easy.
It's hard for defenders as well. I mean, you really have to be absolutely sure.
You know, you have to dance like that. You know what the player pass you do? Oh.
Pascal, I just wanted to ask as well, you know, obviously as a top class fullback, I think.
Thank you.
No worries. No, I'll give you that money later. But I feel like fullbacks these days are judged on how good they are going forwards more than they are defensively, and I think it's just quite frustrating because, you know, say someone like Trent Alexander-Arnold, quality player, like unbelievable, like technically amazing, but actually defensively, sometimes, you know, is left kind of wanting a little bit. But
I think now the fullback, the more attacking player, you know, that the proper defender. Yeah. Me, I was doing both, you know, because I like to defend and I like to attack, you know. Yeah.
How important do you think fullbacks are now? Because to my mind, like, you look at the 2 best teams in the world, probably Liverpool and Bayern Munich. Arguably, the fullbacks, the most important players. I mean, Robertson, Alexander-Arnold, 25 assists last season. Bayern Munich, like, if it was Kimmich and Alphonso Davies, obviously again, loads of assists bombing forward.
now it's right back or left back. They're more technically, the ability is better than before. Before you play against some right back, you know, like it's just smash you. Some player just smash you. Now, you know, like it's more technically things. They training for that. You know what I mean? But for me, like, you know, like you talk about the 25 assists or 26 assists. If you do a corner for me is not an assist.
Oh, really?
No, if someone kick a corner, it's not assist because you just put the ball in the box. So anyone can head it in, you know what I mean? It's not like a proper assist that you set someone and score, you know? Because too much people get assists from a corner, and for me a corner is not.
Are you saying that Trent Alexander-Arnold has got 0 assists?
No, he got, but from a cross is an assist. A corner is not an for me, because corner you just put it in the box and head it, or you can't go anywhere. And you don't just think that player say, "Oh, I want you score." You know what I mean? Anyone can score on it. But if you cross onto someone that you could say, "Oh, that's a proper assist," or you give to someone that's an assist. A corner you don't say, "Oh, I'm gonna to just drop my corner on the Van Dijk or Firmino or Mane," you know. That's for me is not an assist.
I remember a few years ago, like, I think Busquets got 1 assist all season, and when you saw it, it was like he passed it backwards to Messi, like the halfway line, and then went past like 3 people. He's just there like, yes. I'm off.
You know.
Now, despite the way Andy talks every week, we've never actually had an expert on the show. That changes today, and we couldn't waste this opportunity to get some valuable insight. Again, Pascal, thank you for joining us today. These days, are you still coaching the Spurs youth players every now and then?
No, I used to.
Yeah.
But now I get my own set a course.
Do you have ambitions to be a coach yourself? To be
Yeah,
a
I get my license A, you know.
Yeah.
So yes, I completely love to coaching, you know.
Yeah. Pass on the knowledge.
Yeah, to do.
Yeah.
Pass the knowledge, pass everything I know. And
the reason I ask as well is because you played under Roy Keane for a while at Sunderland.
Yeah.
We're all big Roy Keane fans here on this show because
I quite like him, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, as a player, and you played under someone who was as good as Keane, did that make you want to play for them more? Or is that?
Yeah. Me, a manager.
Because you respect them.
No, I'm a manager like this because he win things, you know. Like I more want to listen to a guy like this because I know every time you go on the pitch, he was giving everything, you know. I mean, to win, to make his team win because he was captain of Man United. To make his win as a manager, he become a manager. So you want to follow that manager. You want to go in a war with the manager because you know you will get good of him, you know. We was first game of the season. We play against Spurs at Water Lane, you know. We get, before the game you go have a walk, you know. And I think I come, seriously, I come like, not even a minute late. I was just come out of the lift and the player just leave the door to go walk. And I was just behind. And for me, it's all right, yeah. Oh, and I will start the game. And after before the game, you get the team talk, you don't play.
Oh no.
I wasn't even in the team.
Oh,
Wow.
To be starting in the 11 and to not be in the team I was sitting in the stand.
Did you say anything? Were you scared to say it?
What you want me to say to him?
What would you say?
What do you want me to say to him?
Roy, be reasonable, come on.
He's a manager. What do you want to say to him? So it's just I need to say something to me. Next time now with Roy Keane, you have to be on time.
Who's the best coach that you ever played under, do you reckon?
I get Paul Joel, the one at Wigan. You know, just let you freedom. Yeah. And I get the same the first one when I come to Spurs, Martin Joel.
What you like that they sort of let you get on?
Yeah. When you're on the, before the game they said it, but when you're on the pitch you see you're a man. You're a player, so you know how to play on the pitch. You know, I like you because when you're on the pitch, you give 100%. You know what I mean? So he say, I come from Guadeloupe, yeah. And they say, in training, me, I'm not someone in training like give everything in training, you know. I'm a little bit lazy, like you say, because you say, oh, I understand why you're lazy because you're from sunshine, you know, like when you come, you're lazy. But I like when you're on the pitch, you give everything.
Do you reckon you got misunderstood sometimes, and when you didn't try and train and people thought that you were, you know, sacking it off, but actually you knew you were going to play well?
Yeah. Now I said, you know, maybe I could be the better in training, you know, and don't give this bad image of me in training, like be lazy in training or don't give it 100% in training. But like I say, you have sometimes players who give everything in training, and in the game they don't show up. Yeah. You know, but me, I prefer show up in the game, and that's why the manager want to win the 3-point and thing like this. Yeah?
I remember, was it Tarapt at QPR?
Oh yeah.
Was he kind of like that in terms of didn't really do much in training, but then in the game you knew he would do it?
Yeah, him is like, he's a talent, man.
Yeah.
Wow. And if I see young talent, but him, wow.
Really, that good?
Sometimes, you know, like in training, they make him just one touch. He's the best. He's one of the best talent.
Why do you think then that, like you say, if he was so talented, why do you think perhaps he didn't quite reach the level of some of the other players?
Because when you're young, yeah, because you have the outside the football, you know, if you don't in a good environment with your outside things, you know, your head can go quicker because you get money. You want to go there, you start to go out, maybe, you know what I mean? Yeah. And he come from France, yeah, and he's not coming with his family, you know, because your family is not with you, you know what I mean? If maybe your family, mom, dad, there with you, maybe they will stop you to do that. But if you come on your own, you live on your own, maybe at 16, 17, you're on your own, you know, like you don't eat properly, you know, you don't sleep properly. That kind of thing is but he realizes after, you know what I mean? But I think if he realizes before, when he was 17, 18, when I think we'd be one of the best in the English football.
You talked earlier about what it was like in the dressing room with Roy Keane when he was angry. What was the atmosphere like in the France dressing room after Zidane's headbutt? Because I mean, it's such an iconic moment.
Yeah, I know, but that moment it was in the final, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you can't say anything to Zidane. What are you going to say to Zidane?
Yeah.
I'm going to say, oh, Zidane, wow, what are you doing? When you did had the guy in the chest, you know, we was close to win the World Cup, you know.
Yeah.
Ah, man, everyone was devastated. Even with him, when we come after the game, he was sitting in the changing room, you know, like devastated as well, you know, like. Yeah. But you know, as you a man, you know, sometimes someone tell you something like you didn't like. Even you can't be the best player, you can't be the nicest one, you know. But sometimes you lose it.
Did Zidane tell the rest of the team what had happened? Did he explain?
No.
He just kept it.
But after this, they put a lot of things in newspapers say, oh, Materazzi said that, Materazzi said. It's only them to know what's happened. We don't know. Even they say these things happen, but we don't know. So I don't know.
At that tournament, I think, is it against Brazil? Was it the quarterfinals?
Oh, yeah,
I think
yeah,
that was. A lot of people think that Zidane's performance there is the best individual performance of all time. Do you remember that game?
I was there. Yeah. I was there.
Remember it better than I do.
I remember like the first ball, yeah. When the game started, the first ball, when he touched it like this, and I think 3 of Brazilian player come. I say we win the game. We don't lose the game today. Never see Zidane like this before. But it was his last World Cup, and
I think he's like 35 years old, isn't he?
Still was best player, and I think he wasn't the guy in the chest. We will win that World Cup, and he will be the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, the golden ball. Yeah, he will. Sometimes in training, you just you're training with him, but you just stop and watch him Zidane.
Bit like Adam Tarapt.
But like I say, you just training with him, but you just stop and watch him. You just dream, why you so good like this? give me some, you know, give me some. Give me some. Just give me some. Just a little bit. I don't ask you a lot. Just some.
Yeah. Well, he can talk the talk, but can he still walk the walk? Betway have set us a 4 to score football challenge for Pascal and all of our future guests that will test both their memory and their skill. For every correct answer a guest gets, we will add 2 seconds to their keepy uppy time limit. The goal is to get as many keepy uppies as possible, so the more time, the better. Pascal, right, I need you to name as many of your former teammates from the 2007-2008 season at Tottenham as possible in 90 seconds. You ready to go?
I'm ready, yeah.
All right, start the clock.
Berbatov,
Yes,
Asuekoto,
yes,
Zokora,
yes.
Thomas Dustin,
What was that?
Huddleston.
Huddleston,
yes,
yes.
Lennon, Janas, Roy Keane.
Whoa.
Right.
Yeah. Robbie Keane. No, Robbie Keane's not here.
Yeah, he must be.
Oh no, he is.
Yeah,
There
it
we
must
go.
be, yeah. Paul Robinson,
Well, Robinson.
Radek Cerny,
Yeah. Yes.
Gilberto,
Yes.
Defoe, Bend, Gareth Bell,
Yes.
Chimbonda,
It doesn't count.
I like it.
Timotino,
Yes.
Young Pioli, Paul Salteri, Ledley King, Dawson,
He's going to get more.
Yes.
Davids, no?
No.
I think so.
That would be a bit earlier, isn't it?
You're doing well though. You're doing well.
Jimmy O'Hara,
Which one?
Oh,
Jimmy
yeah.
O'Hara.
O'Hara.
Yeah.
He was, yeah.
Prince Boateng,
Yes.
That's a good one. 10 seconds left.
oh,
It's not bad, is it?
That's.
We've mentioned one of them.
5, 4,
Spoke about it a lot.
2,
Oh yeah.
1. And that's it.
Time's
Oh,
up.
that was
That's
a
not
good
bad
effort.
going. You did
Very
well,
good.
you
did well.
You missed off one that we were speaking about a lot as well.
Who was that?
Tarabt.
yeah! How come I miss my friend? Oh, fuck! No way! Who I miss?
So you
I
missed
miss Tarab.
Tarabt, Jonathan Woodgate.
Yeah,
Oh,
we did.
really?
Yeah, we win. Washer as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Wayne Routledge.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Did you say Steve Malbrog? You said
No.
Oh yes, Foreman. Oh, this was in
Played
my
at
head.
Sunderland as well, right?
Yeah, I know.
Did you say Kabul? Yunus Kabul?
No.
I miss all the French boy, you know. I'm French and I miss all the French boy, you know.
So that's 20 answers. So that's 40 seconds. So now it's time for the actual keep you uppy challenge. Okay. All right.
Pressure.
Then.
It's like West Ham away, this, isn't it?
Yeah, see, you got a crowd here. The atmosphere's right. All right then. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Start the clock.
Right foot.
The crowd are saying he's got no left foot.
Oh, it's got Patrick.
Batteries all over the place.
I've lost count.
There's a left.
Tell you what, this is impressive.
And
64.
That's
Done.
All right.
Time,
That's time. That's time. Oi! Well done.
65. There you go. You've got.
Well, that was a strong start.
That's good.
That's
Good.
Very good.
That's going to be tough to beat, that.
Yeah. How was that? How did you? Was it different? I mean, is that like just?
That was alright.
Do you just go into autopilot when you're doing that?
I give you one left, yeah. You
Yeah,
told
well,
me
yeah,
I don't have
yeah,
left.
yeah. No, I appreciate it. You proved the crowd wrong. I know you said earlier you felt you liked when the crowd got on your back, so that helped you out.
You asked me a left, I give you a left.
If you would like to take part in the Betway 4 to Score challenge this weekend, just try to predict the first 4 goal scorers in the fixtures Betway have designated. Get it right and you could win £50,000, so it is not to be missed. Now we're going to look ahead at this weekend and the rest of the season overall. Liverpool take on Aston Villa, Man City take on Leeds, while Crystal Palace go to Stamford Bridge, presumably to ask Chelsea why they've nicked their kit. Before we talk about those fixtures though, I'd like to know one thing. Pascal, who are you tipping to be champions this year at this early stage of the season?
I always put my money on Man City.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, really, yeah.
I've always maintained that I think City as a one-off game, if I had to pick, I would always pick City because they've got like a bigger ceiling in terms of their best. But I just think Liverpool consistently, keep doing it, and they can play poorly and still win games. But I still think City personally as well. But
Leeds have got City this weekend. Nick, you looking forward to that one?
No.
No?
No. Well, only because the whole narrative around this game is going to be the friendship or relationship between Bielsa and Guardiola. Yeah, I say because Guardiola said Bielsa has influenced him a lot and all of that, but it kind of there's I think the Copa del Rey final when it was Bielsa's Athletic against Barcelona. They had a little chat and everything, and at the end of the game, Bielsa said, right, by the way, this is what I noticed about your squad. And Guardiola was like, oh, you know more about Barcelona than I do. Bielsa done so much work. But Barcelona won the game 3-0. Oh, right. Because you can know everything, but if you're up against Messi, Xavi, then even if you know what to do,
but you can't
actually doing it. Which is the same, I think similar might happen this weekend, where Bielsa might have this perfect idea of how City are going to play, but when you're up against Sterling and De Bruyne,
the class of the players. Yeah. Keep your eyes peeled for our bonus video this week where we preview the Man United versus Tottenham Hotspur match with Pascal here in the studio. But now it's time for our Dream Team picks for this week, where we let you know what chops and changes we're making to our squad. I've moved up one place in our mini league, and I'd love to keep this momentum going, because clearly I'm going up. So what are your tips for this week? Andy, you making any changes this week for the week?
Well, I'd say avoid Wolves players, to be quite honest with you at the moment. Yeah, just because we just look so poor.
You're playing Fulham though, right?
Exactly. So we're playing against Mitrovic. So we are notoriously not very good against big physical strikers. Antonio just bullied us. The whole game just bullied us off the park. I know Bowen scored some goals and they were just good West Ham, but Antonio was just unplayable. And Mitrovic has always done well against us. So actually, it sounds mad, but I'd go Mitrovic against Wolves.
But at the other end, you've got to be Jimenez against Fulham's defence at the moment, surely.
And you have 12.
Yeah, Traore, exactly.
I don't know. Just I've lost a lot of confidence from that result. But I'm still happy that we were in a good place.
It's a good fixture to
I'd just stay away from us for a little bit because we had a slow start.
They will bounce back.
Yeah.
They play at home,
All right, well, that's all from us, folks. Thanks for joining us on another episode of Dream Team Coach TV, sponsored by Betway. Big thanks to Pascal Chimbonda for joining us on our silly little football show. Good luck with your dream teams, and we will see you again next week.